Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Shadowhand. I was unable to beat the last chapter on very hard mode. I went back and played it once on normal mode and still wasn't able to get enough gold. Honestly, it just doesn't feel like you can get enough gold in this chapter unless you're using the ability that turns cards into treasures very, very often. That's the only thing I could think that would get you more gold. Sure, you could get a gold multiplier, and if you were just getting massive amounts of gold multipliers, that would also bridge the gap of about 50 to 150 gold that just seems to be not there otherwise. But normal does let you skip forward, and so I think what we're going to have to do is just play normal in the next chapter, and then maybe even we could go back and then play very hard on the next chapter, and then once we have all the items, maybe we can go back and play on very hard this chapter also. So that leaves me here at the cutscene I don't think we've seen before. I'll not be going back there in a hurry. Now I must return to Darkmoor Hall, although I feel less at home there than ever. I've lost so many days on the road, but I believe that the date is the 25th, my birthday. So it has only been a few days in this story, and so it's now her 25th birthday. I have looked forward for this day for so long, but now that it's here, there's no time to celebrate. Back from the marsh, finding clothing that is both sturdy and elegant for outdoor pursuits can be quite the challenge. These fancy breeches and superior belt fit the bill. Okay. So weapon-wise, let's start with this. We have this ancient sword, 20 base damage, and then your attack bonus. And this is 6. So yeah, you definitely swap that. It is a land weapon. Meanwhile, a 16 damage base damage just seems like much more of an improvement. So I think we'll probably have to come back to that too. Outfit wise, we could give 2 defense instead of a single defense and stealth. Club and tool damage reduction by 10% or stealth. Also, we could land swords by 10%. Don't we already have something that would... Rover sword belt. Black gun belt. Interesting. It's giving you the same cards over and over again. Here would be 400. Plus that would be 1100. So that pretty much leaves us in a bad position. Well, I think you really just have to take this for more base damage. But I guess I won't. We'll try. This, first of all, is an easy choice to purchase. 20% chance plus 1 willpower versus this item which we just got for free, which I could have done. And then put that there, and we're up to 9 defense. And we're still just trying to put more willpower charges. Yeah. The only thing I could have thought that we would have pulled off. Let's see. This is still throwing knife base damage of 13. Base damage of 13. Let's see. Take whatever we have extra of. We're just like totally out of money. Yeah, for that previous chapter, I just feel like you would have had to have stand and deliver ready to go and played it like crazy. We can see that with our willpower increased, the charge on these are getting fairly low. 30 for this, 30 for this. That might be a minimum of 30. You may not be able to get any further than that. Okay. So Avalon Marsh is defeated on normal. So now apparently we can just play on very hard to go Darkmoor Hall's grounds. Okay, well, it kind of feels like you can just jump around unless I've just ruined my chances of getting an achievement for beating the game on very hard by skipping down the normal mode. To me, it does look like we have it looks like you have two different goals. One is you have to do the chapter goals to move forward, and then two, you have to get stars in each of the sub chapters to get the overall achievement. And it's kind of odd that those aren't better connected, and it is kind of odd that the chapter goals can so easily just ruin your experience by demanding something that just doesn't feel like it was play tested enough. I have a vague recollection that I think Regency Solitaire also had that same problem where I've at some point had to drop down to an easier difficulty level, or I had to just grind a lot. What's Miss Croker doing sneaking around at night outside my house? Darkmoor Estate does not look particularly well maintained for a house. Although, this old English houses probably can't be that well maintained in the first place. They're, with the lack of modern technology and skilled repairmen. Be funny if it turned out Miss Croker actually does somehow turn out to be a good guy, but I doubt it. I must have dropped Lady Jane's heirloom brooch out here in the path. Lady Jane is not the Shadowhand character. Maybe it's the mother. I should have never have borrowed it to wear to church. Lady Cornelia must not find out I was wearing her mother's jewelry. Okay. Miss Croker's conduct is totally despicable. Must find my poor mother's heirloom brooch at once. So, find the family heirloom, achieve a combo of 21, defeat the chapter boss. Could be hard. Let's start playing. More solitaire. One would assume that there is an heirloom or something under there, which pretty much means we can either find something that matches the 6 in the set or the 7, and that's it. And is there a better point to re-roll? I think there is. Is there a better point to destroy cards? Nope. Do that right now. And then that opens that, and that opens up several more paths. And then if I turn this to something helpful, it really isn't going to do a lot, but it can get 2 cards gone. Now we have the largest number of face-up cards I think we're going to have, so we might as well play this. Just to use all the abilities at step 1. Combo of 5. It'd be kind of nice if we could lower the combo starting amount a little bit more, but I imagine even if you put a lot of effort into it, you're never going to get the combos starting much lower than 3. If it was lower than 3, then it's not really even a combo at that point. It's just a pair. Right, well, 9 probably won't reveal anything when I do that, but neither would that 9. Neither would that 9. 0. This reveals 2 cards. 1. See, kind of a bad start with 3 3s face up. I have come to the opinion that having all the cards face up, which is an ability that we will eventually increase the odds of having or of occurring, actually doesn't make for a very good experience. It visually confuses the challenge to me. I kind of like being limited to just the 4, 5, 6 cards that are face up and knowing that those are the only ones I have to think about or be concerned with. 8, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 2, 8, 0, 1, 9, 0, 7. We probably should keep this charge, but we can see that this is charging way more often. That's a good item to get, certainly. What was our biggest combo in that chapter? It doesn't tell us, does it? You know what our record combo has been? It's been like 55, so I severely doubt there's a achievement for a 60 combo. Looking at the icons of the remaining achievements, it's almost certainly not a... There almost certainly isn't an achievement for getting a combo of 60. There is an achievement for getting a combo of 40, but that's more reasonable. Yeah, you'd think if they were going to go a large number for a combo, 52 might be the max, because that would be the number of cards in a standard deck, even though these aren't standard decks. Shuffle. We now know there's something here and something here, which are just dark cards. Then 5, 4, or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9, 0. Let's expose these cards just in case that changes our opinion. 9. 0 could get rid of this, where an 8 would reveal something new. Yeah. I don't think there's anything worth doing at the moment, so we'll end the turn. And we can go 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not a bad combo. Do we have reason to play anything now? No. 7. If we changed anything now, that probably wouldn't do anything. 3, get rid of this, play this, and then 3, 2, and we can't do anything else. So let's see if we can change this. 3, 2, still waiting to play that. 0, 3, can't do anything. 1 can get this, which means we can finally unlock this. 0, 9, 0, 1. We need more wild cards. It's fairly obvious. 8, 8. We've got 7 more options. Right. 6, 5, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5. Guess you go with this 4 instead. And then that's as much as we can do. 2, we may lose here. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 9, 0, 9. Shuffle. Might as well hope. 0, 1, 2, 1. Okay, 5 more turns to get rid of the rest of the cards on the field. 9 doesn't do anything. 3 can go against one of these. 5 can go 6, 7. 8. Well, I wish I could undo more than the single last action. 7. What are our goals? We don't know. Combo of 21, so that means we don't have to get stars, so we'll just end here and just move forward. Yeah. There's no point at wasting time trying to get perfect scores when, if there's any chance or need to get perfect scores, that is going to all come about in a clean up second playthrough, obviously, at this point. Let's see. If this changed to a 5, we could go back to 4. No, we couldn't. So we should just leave it at that. 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Reveals something else. If I change this to a 2, that wouldn't get me anywhere. If I change it to a 4, that wouldn't get me anywhere. 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 9. So that allows us to unlock this, and here we can see another item to collect. If we changed it to a 0, it wouldn't help us anything. If we changed it to an 8, it wouldn't help us. 5 does nothing for us. But if I change this to a 4, then this could do that, that, and that. Then we could get to that point. And is it worth shuffling with this few remaining cards? Probably, because the fewer cards on the field, the less likelihood you shuffle to anything that's actually useful at all. So you wouldn't want to shuffle if there was, say, only 3 cards on the field. That would be almost always a complete waste. Right. 8, 7, 8, 9. I guess you take this 0. And then in the turn, take this 5. That makes sense. Then in the turn, can't do anything with an 8. Can't do anything with an 8. Can go 0, 1. And then 2 or 0. Might as well take a 0. 6 gets rid of that one. Decent chance of success here. This one can get rid of this card, leaving us needing another 1 or a 0 or a 9 or an 8. So there's way better options and chances of success here. Because now I can just go 8, 9, 0. And yeah, we still haven't gotten a combo of 21. And I think that is going to very much just center around which deal is most likely to succeed in which subchapter. And we are at 4 of 8 subchapters already, and we've done no duel at all. I wonder if this is yet another one of these chapters where it is just going to be 8 subchapters in which you're just searching for things and you never actually duel your governess. That would be kind of annoying. I think we should fight her at least once to get rid of her from the story at the very least. Like 8, 7, and just like that it stops. So then you have to move forward. Can't do anything there. 8, 7, 6. I guess that's the best move. 6. Now can do this 5, 4, 3, 4. Take the spare card. If I change this to a 3, I could get 3, 2, and that's it. So it's probably not the right time to change. We can take this 6 and nothing else. We can get this 0, or we can get this 2. So obviously we want to get the 2 to finally unlock the keys. So that's 2, 1, 2, 1, 0, 9, possibly. 0, 9, 8, 9, 8, 9. Might as well shuffle at this point. It doesn't do anything for us. If we were to burn some cards, would that help us? Maybe. If I turn something into a 0, could I get to a 1? Not really. Alright, well, Let's see if this goes the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's our combo of 21. 0. Got it. Now we have 18 chances to succeed. We have almost a very high score multiplier, but it really is going to at most give us 5 times 100 gold. Probably not even that much. I think a lot of these deals would never have the opportunity to actually get a 5 times multiplier, which again, that feels like, since that is an element of the game, that it should be more obvious that that is always a possibility. And yeah, it just feels like technically it might be a possibility, but realistically, in almost every deal, it wouldn't work. Alright, so we do get some story, which is nice, because I was afraid we were going to go a full 7 or 8 subchapters with no more story, other than looking for the heirloom brooch. If Lady Cornelia thinks she can get rid of me, rid of us now that she's 21, then she's in for a nasty surprise. 21 or 25th, or was today's date the 25th? And it was her 21 birthday. I have not been paying enough attention to the little story that was in this game to be certain about that, but it definitely feels like they've confused the issue by having her birthday be on the 20th day, where it could have easily been the 3rd of the month. It feels like what they're trying to imply is that the events of the first chapter happened on the first day of the month, so that you don't have to do any math at all, but that doesn't really matter so much. In fact, you could have easily just written it where the events of the first chapter did start at the first of the month, and then several times throughout the game it said, at the end of the month I'll become 21 and then be in charge of the Darkmoor estate. It could easily have been the motto / slogan of Lady Cornelia in Shadowhand. But as it stands, I feel like sometimes it did say that she was coming into the estate at 25, which definitely felt old-fashioned, but not unbelievable. I wouldn't be surprised if, in this general time frame, a woman was not even considered a woman until they were 25, and the age at which somebody is considered a full adult tends to sway quite a bit, and arguably the older you get, the more you realize that that number should be higher, or perhaps there should be a test that you have to pass. Darkmoor Hall has been our homes for decades. We deserve to stay and enjoy old age here in comfort. Neither Lady Cornelia nor Mariah have need of a governess any longer, Miss Croker. I think you should be realistic and pack your bags. My lady's 21st birthday is upon us, and you've made yourself unpopular with your open spite against her darling Mariah. Yep. She really messed up there. Nonsense. I'm staying, and you're going to help me. I know that you've been embezzling the Darkmoor fortune all these years. I'm no fool, and I'm happy to make sure Lady Cornelia and everyone else knows all about it. You have no choice but to help me take control through persuasion. Miss Croker, you are a very unpleasant person. Hold your tongue, Mr. Flesh. You are equally despicable. So, it almost seems like it would make more sense that these two would have been working together earlier than this. I mean, she's making plots to take control through blackmail on the day of the birthday. I mean, that is not a good way to plot. Okay, well, back to solitaire. You start with a 5. And see, this is just like a great example of something that I just don't appreciate. The having all these cards face up, but in reality, having only 2 cards that are actually playable. You're not penalized for clicking on something mistakenly, which is kind of nice. And eventually, I think I will probably level up so much that I'll end up putting more points into unveiling more cards, whether I like it or not. 2-4 doesn't get us anywhere, so do that, and it gives us a 4 again. 9, 8, 7, 8, 7. Now we have a 0 and a 4 exposed. 0 doesn't help. 6 doesn't help. 1. We could go 1, 2 and do nothing, or 0 and reveal that. So that's best bet to do that. But we need this card gone before we can play that. 3, 2 or 3, 4. I guess we go 3, 4. 9 gets rid of that. Oh, wait. I already made a mistake. I should have played the 9 on the 0 and then... Yeah, that would have worked a lot better. 5. 3 gets rid of that one. 3, 4. Play this now. That still didn't help me. Now we just have 2 7s. Shuffle. I guess we're still looking for the brooch also. 9, 8, 9. 0, 1. 6 does nothing. 1 does nothing. We're gonna lose here. Like, we're gonna lose incredibly early. Like, we would have to have just the luckiest of runs with the last 2 remaining cards. And I mean, it's not even worth trying. Just reset and save yourself the time. Yeah, that's just another example of the game not really being particularly well balanced. Um, 7, 6. Yeah, get rid of some more cards. 5, 4, 3. Shuffle. 4, 5. Reveal. 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 7. Yeah, that just puts us in a way better position. 8. Way better position now. 9 can get that 0 and nothing else. 0 can do nothing. 9 can get this 8 and we can take this joker. 8 does nothing. 3 gets 4, 3. And then I guess 4. 5 does nothing for us. 8 can get that. 2. 1. 0. So we get a potion. We're just refilling our inventory. Which, yeah. If that was going to be the main reason that you were doing these general solitaire games, it feels like they should have started right at the tutorial to give you a item and just said it more directly that every time you play one of these solitaire items, one of these regular solitaire games, you will be rewarded with at least one item. So don't skip them or try to clear them as much as possible. We have 6 options. 6 more tries. Which we can use a spare card if need be. I don't know if we really need that though. Like, yeah, we could just save our spare cards. Like, sure, we won't get gold. And we would like some gold, but just don't think it's worth spending a spare card to get a 3-star versus a 2-star. Yeah, just in there, take the 2 stars, move forward. We still are at 6 of 8, so best case scenario, there are 2 duels in a row at the end. Worst case scenario, there are no duels. 1, 2, 3. Do we go back to 2? Or do we do 4? 4. I guess we should have probably gone back to 2. It's not too bad. It has probably as many cards as need to be exposed. Let's see if we change this one. 7. That didn't help. Should have probably shuffled first. Let's see, we can get this 3. Got very lucky there. 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you have 4 out of potentially 5 or 6 zeros. Is it worth it to use a spare card now or just hope? I think I'll just hope. 4 doesn't work, 5 doesn't work, 1 does work. Right, so we're gonna pick this one because there's most number of cards under it. Then same is true for this one. And then this one for the same reason. That's not terrible. 6 can get this 5. 3 can't do anything. 8 can go 9. Then 8 and 9. Then we could go 0. Then 9. Maybe this is the brooch. And then this 0 too. Let's see. 6, 7. I guess you didn't go 8. And then 7, 6. And then 7. Yep, that definitely looks like the brooch. 2 can get this 3 or it can get this 1. So if I get this 3, that exposes that. 8 gets that. And then at that point, that's the best point I think I was ever going to have to play that ability. Alright, so we have 14 cards now left to get the 4 remaining cards. I think we can almost certainly achieve that. It appears to contain a dead relative's hair, which... A family heirloom having a dead relative's hair doesn't really mean anything in this time frame. It's not like you're going to do DNA on it and find out Mariah is actually your half-sister, which I think maybe that still might be on the table, is that they're going to force Lady Cornelia to sign away Darkmoor's estate, and then Mariah is going to turn out to be the older sister and thus the rightful heir of the Darkmoor estate, and then she's going to save the day with that revelation that she probably doesn't even know herself. Let's see. 5, 4. Alright, 8 more chances to get a 1 or a 3. And we only needed 1. As far as the chapter goals now, we have like 2 more sub-chapters to defeat a chapter boss. So this next one could be a duel, or it could be a regular game. It doesn't kind of matter. Unless it's a regular game that just gives us a lot of items. I have business to attend to. I'll make a big investment in luxury goods that are at this very moment waiting just... I'm making a big investment in luxury goods that at this very moment are waiting just offshore. Spending more of Lady Cornelia's inheritance, are you? I heard all of that, you low-life scoundrels. You won't get away with this. This is one of the problems with a lot of visual novels, is that there often is not enough room to have 3 people on screen at a time. But you know what? When I have seen visual novel presentations like this, when there are more than 2 people on screen at a time, it's pretty bad. The characters usually have to zoom out quite a bit, and it gets cluttered. So just having somebody step out of the scene, I think, works fairly well. A criminal, help, call the gamekeepers. Alright, so seems like we are going to be fighting the underkeeper and then probably an upperkeeper. 100 stealth, 88 health, 10 defense. That seems really strong. You have the hound, which bites for 18 and 50% chance of bleeding. And he has the French pistol plus 6, which shoots for 19 and 30% chance to pierce. Which that is way better than my 12 over here. Like, I'm barely going to do 2 damage with this weapon. He also has accuracy essence, snuff bomb, and a cure for slowness. So if we were to go over here, the shop is closed. We really don't have anything else that we could equip. We do have this passive ability. Add a 0 card to the stockpile, plus an extra random card when combined with the family jewels. So we've had the family jewels for a very long time. We'll replace that with that. Let's see. 1 card fewer needed for a combo is still, I think, a pretty good item. And then gears. What can we do? I think we may be going with leeches. I think we put that as a possibility. Melee weapons 5 times faster. Poison and weaken. It's probably not a bad one to use too. And then we'll swap out stun chance with health chance. Okay. Duel. Well, the good news is we really can't play anything anyways, so... Poison weaken the guy. And then we'll see what we can do. 3, 2, 3. Shuffle. 3. Shift this one. 4. Attack bonus. Do we want to go further and use a joker? We could use this and do this, and then this, and then this, and then that. Do we want to go any further? Joker. What did he hit me with? Weapon damage 30% lower. Then that probably means I shouldn't spend too much effort on this and just go ahead and see if I can get a bleed on him. 7, 8. No, I thought that was a 9. I misread the number. 7, 8. Doesn't matter. Resists bleeding. Fortify. And no. 7, 8 is all we can play. So I'm gonna just play this one and this. So that gets somewhat charged. And yeah, I don't think it's really worth it to use a joker here. So we'll just take that 30 and hit it. We're 60 to 43. We've used a lot of items, but I think that is just how the game really is going to play going forward. 6, 2, 4. Just like nothing matches here. So we're just gonna have to end the turn. And I guess this guy does have a sound effect where he says go. I bet there's been other characters that have sound effects and I've just not been really paying attention to them. Just take the gold. It's stupid, but why not? 2. Okay, 7. Pretty much have to take it. And now we have like 3 9s. And I wouldn't be surprised if that means we really can't do much of anything else. 8, 9. Yeah, that was a mistake. I should have taken this. That could have been 8, 9, 8, 9. Alright, well, let's drink some health. I think we need it. 0. Yeah. Actually, that wouldn't have helped, would it? 7, 6. Slice. 3, 4, 3, 2, and smack. Give him a spare card on accident, but whatever. Guess we just have to end there. And then I guess you do 4, 5, 4, 5 here. And hit him with that. We're not going to get a bleed on him though. This is going to take a lot longer than I'd like it to, and I'm afraid that he might stun lock me a couple times and then catch up. 0, 9. So he could go 0 and then 1. Could also shuffle. This probably is about as good of a place as any to shuffle. Zero, 1, 0. Get a couple of cards. 9, 8. And we'll try and change that. 7. Okay, that's as good as it's gonna get. Now it was only 1 star, but we don't care about stars. In fact, we kind of don't care about anything. It's nice to get gold, but all we need to do is fix and finish the next boss off. And I guess we should take strong T into the next fight. Halt, do not fire. I must explain before this goes further. Darnation, he will not heed me. And so we now have Gamekeeper McGrath coming out of nowhere. Feels like a character that should have been mentioned, at least by name, earlier. It would be very easy to add another line of dialogue, and this is what I was talking about earlier, is that if you did a little bit of backwards writing here, you could have easily, in the first chapter, as Mariah and Shadowhand were in the coach sneaking out for the night, it would have been easy to add a line of dialogue to say, I think Gamekeeper McGrath nearly spotted us. And then that could have just been a name that would have been forgotten about up until this point, and then all of a sudden he's back. And he's like, oh yeah, that person was mentioned. He has a swift shot. Recharge guns 50% faster for 5 turns. And he's got health. He has a Old English blunderbuss. Blast for 19 base damage and 25% chance to stun. Reduces the enemy defense by 25 for each turn. So, what I think we do, probably, is boost defense should be a consideration. Melee damage should be a consideration. Recharge melee weapons faster should be a consideration. And then, hey, let's go with a disarm too. And we'll get rid of that. Yeah. Let's duel. Okay. So I could go 6-5 and do nothing, basically just try and get a charge. And then I'm just going to disarm. Starting at the very beginning with a disarm. And then do I want to charge weapons faster for the next 5 turns? Sure. He's getting this huge attack bonus, and it can't do any good for him at all. Yeah, I played that very well. At least the part about using the soap. Very well. I didn't play some of the rest of this that well. 4, 3, 2, 3. And 26 damage. That is just a massive amount of damage. Ooh, I don't know if I believe that I'm gonna be able to succeed here with those kinds of numbers. Defense. Let's go for bleed. Guess we go for bleed. We can't play now, so you go for boosting your defense. 6, 7. And we'll attack. Trying to make up the gap there. Definitely take this item first. And then, I guess this is the right move. Take that, take that. Would it now be a good time to take a joker? I think it is. 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3 here or 3 here. Is it worth doing another joker? Kinda is. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 2. Throw and shuffle. We might get a massive amount of damage in this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Wow. Game is just bending over backwards to help me win here. Might as well just use, I guess, the next ability, which would be this one. 3. There we go. 70 damage. Minus his 11 defense gets him down to 11. But then we did such... He did have that health, so... Yeah, I don't know if that helped as much as I thought it should. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't even use that item. Then, guess we'll drink some tea. 5. Guess that's fine. 4. Let's see. Take the gun cards away from him. We don't want him charging his gun. There is, I suppose, this extra level of strategy that could have been played a lot earlier. And that might explain some of my struggle, certainly, is if I had been more proactively trying to take away cards that would have helped the opponent. Yeah, that may have changed the outcome of some of these. Let's see, I guess you do this. Then you definitely do this. And then take that. Then take that. Then take that. With the bleed, we probably will win here. Like, it feels unlikely we would fail. Now he's stunned. 5. Hmm. 5. And attack and win. And see, that's an hour on the nose. And that's just really, really nice outcome there. Like, we didn't really have to struggle at all. Unfortunately, I don't think at this point I would say that all the back half of the chapters are just easier than the first half. There's still enough challenge here and enough struggle that it feels like maybe we've just gotten a little bit better equipped and leveled up to handle things and gotten lucky a few times. So now we have a 1916 charge weapon that would reduce this. We have a luxurious beard, or luxuriant beard. I don't know how you would pronounce that word. Luxuriant, maybe. 10% chance to resist stun, 72 gold, and 1 swift shot. But it's been a very long time since we've used guns. Attacked by my own gamekeepers. This is ludicrous. Whatever can you mean? Shadowhand and Lady Cornelia Darkmoor are one and the same, and you, Miss Croker, are disgracefully dismissed. Have mercy, my lady. I am aged. I am frail. But at least you have your bitter old age to enjoy, which is far more than you deserve. Be gone within the hour and never ever return. Peregrine Flush seems to have slipped away. I will have to deal with him later. I must hurry now to the secret cove marked on Captain Dread's map. I forgot about Captain Dread's map. Complete need to intercept the cargo, paid for with my own money. So at this point, it almost gets down to a question about, has she really stolen anything at all that wasn't hers in the first place? Even the horse that she stole, was it not possibly bought and paid for through money that was funneled to the magistrate, that was then funneled to the thief who had that horse? It's kind of lame if there is that potential option. The good news is I think she did murder a couple of guards, and so at that point there's no talking your way out of that one. In fact, those murders, or at least they seemed like murders, came way too quick and easy. Unless the odious Miss Croker and her crooked schemes are history, now I have new disguises to help you complete your quest. Yeah, why would she even care about her? +1 willpower versus +1 guile. Boost consumable items healings by 20%. Reduces club and tool damage by 10%. This one might be useful. This one might be useful. 10% chance to resist stun compared to +1 luck. Yeah. I don't think we'll go with any of those though. We now have a 19 gun with a charge of 16 versus a 20 sword that, with combos, which we're pretty good at combos, can do a lot more damage. So I think by the time we even got this blunderbuss, it was pretty useless to us. I do think there's an argument for buying the bill hook, though. It's really not the best. offering, but we are at a point where this weapon's damage here is just so low. It is nice that it can't be disarmed, but we don't get disarmed enough for that to matter. And gear wise, let's definitely buy this. You just go ahead and equip that. Clarity for more combos. I don't think we really need to buy a poultice. And I don't think we need to buy an antidote. Which that does leave us with potentially more money. So we'll buy this. And I guess we can afford this. Instead of having luck, although luck has helped us quite a bit. Which one is willpower, by the way? It's the one we're trying to max out. Yeah, I think I want to keep luck. Hi. And let's see what else do we want to buy. We're just trying to spend money. Or do we want willpower to charge even faster versus guile? Okay. I think that's probably about as good as we could spend our money. But we can also see that we are not going to have enough money, no matter what you do. So this is an active ability that has a charge of 49 and takes 47. Let's see. So get rid of the Fox's Cunning or the Charging Stallion. Which one? I think we replaced that one. Okay. And so next time we would do chapter 18 of 22 chapters. So there's still 4 more chapters. It's quite a long game. This was in which Shadowhand returns home to a hostile reception. Yeah. And I don't feel like I'm leveling up or anything like that. By going back and grinding. So I just don't think it's really worth the effort to potentially go back and play the game a second time on normal, or even going back and like trying to play a chapter here on like very hard and just get all 3 stars. This all may just be a system specifically designed to give you something to do once you're totally done with the game. which at a certain point I guess that does make sense, because either you're going to have to change the player and just make a new save file, or you're going to have that slight motivation to just try and perfect your runs. But some of those duels still feel like they would be much more based on luck as far as whether you could get 3 stars than actual being overpowered. What will really kill it is the final chapter. If we beat the final chapter of this game on very hard and we just get like 1 stars across the board, or even if we get 1 star in the sub chapters, there is a high possibility that there's no way to grind and level up past that point. You maybe could get some spare cards by playing previous chapters, or items, but if you have maxed out your spare cards, if you maxed out your items, if those things aren't really going to help you and you still can't get 3 stars, and you can't go back and play any of the chapters to get any more XP level ups, then yeah, there's really no venue there in which you would have a opportunity to improve yourself and get the 3 stars, and it would just have to, at that point, I assume, just be random luck. And I don't know if people want to come back and potentially play Shadowhand based 100% on random luck in an attempt to get all gold stars, all 3 stars. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.